Beloved chosen. 1. Before we begin, I want to take a moment to speak directly to your heart. If you're here, it's not by accident. Your spirit has been pulled toward this message for a reason. You've felt it, haven't you? That sense that you're different. That quiet knowing that there's something about you the world doesn't fully understand, and maybe never will. When you walk into a room, the atmosphere shifts. People sense your presence before you say a word, and whether they show it or not, they feel something when you're near. Some are drawn to your light, others are unsettled by it. But one thing is certain, they notice you. You're carrying divine energy in a world that is often numb to spirit. You are a living mirror, reflecting truth in a place that thrives on illusion. And because of that, your very presence brings something sacred into every space you enter. You may have noticed the way people act around you, the stares, the sudden confessions, the silent envy, the unsolicited admiration. You might have thought these were just odd experiences or random moments. But let me tell you right now, there are no coincidences. There is a reason behind everything you've seen, felt, and experienced. By the end of this message, you will begin to understand the truth you've always carried but couldn't quite put into words. You will recognize why people treat you the way they do, why you've been through certain trials, and why your journey has been anything but ordinary. And once you see it, you won't be able to unsee it. You won't be able to go back to pretending you're just like everyone else, because you're not. You never were. You were born for something higher, something greater, something divine. Before we dive in, I want to say a heartfelt thank you to every single one of you who has supported this channel through Super Thanks. Your generosity fuels this mission and allows this message to reach even more chosen souls around the world. Whether you've donated or simply shown up with your time and energy, I see you and I'm deeply grateful for you. And if you feel led to support this space today, know that it means the world. But even if you don't, your presence here is already a gift. Now, if your spirit is already resonating with what's being spoken, drop 777 in the comments right now. Let this be your sign of spiritual alignment. Let heaven know you're awake, aware, and ready to step into who you truly are. Because what's coming next will confirm everything you've quietly sensed about yourself your whole life. So ask yourself, are you ready to stop shrinking and start shining? Are you ready to embrace your identity, your calling, and your power? Let's begin. The 7 undeniable signs that people are noticing your divine presence. God's chosen ones. 7 signs. People are noticing that you are chosen by God. Chosen one. Have you ever stepped into a room and felt the atmosphere shift even before you said a single word? Have you ever noticed how silence seems to grow heavy around you, not because of awkwardness, but because your presence alone stirs something in others? What if I told you that this subtle shift you feel, those glances, that curiosity, that unease, is not coincidence, it's confirmation, it's spiritual recognition. The world is reacting not just to you, but to the divine anointing you carry. As a chosen one, your soul speaks before your voice does. You don't need to introduce yourself. Your spiritual frequency does it for you. There is a silent authority in the way you walk, a timeless wisdom in your gaze, and a peace that radiates even when you are quiet. The world can sense it, even if it can't explain it. Isn't it strange how strangers open up to you within minutes, or how people either deeply admire you or feel unsettled by you for no apparent reason? You are not imagining it. You are not overthinking it. You are spiritually marked. The Bible reminds us in Matthew 5:14, "You are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hidden. You were not created to blend in. Your light was designed to be seen, even when it exposes others' darkness." Take the example of Princess Diana. She walked into spaces with more than beauty. She brought presence. Her humility, compassion, and grace stirred both deep love and sharp criticism. Why? Because her energy wasn't just royal, it was radiant. It unsettled those who were threatened by the purity of her calling. Just like you, chosen one, her very existence was a challenge to superficiality. Some people are magnetically drawn to you because they feel something sacred in your presence, peace, clarity, or the stirring of hope. Others become tense, even hostile, not because you've done anything wrong, but because your energy uncovers everything they've tried to hide. John 1:5 declares, "The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it." You carry that kind of light, but let's dig deeper. Have you noticed that even when you're quiet, people start acting differently around you, either trying to impress you, challenge you, or push you away? That's because your energy is disruptive in the most spiritual way. You break the monotony of spiritual slumber. Most people live day to day, numb to divine purpose. But when you enter, something inside them wakes up. Not everyone appreciates being awakened. Malcolm X was another example. Even in silence, his posture commanded attention, not because of arrogance, but because of mission. He was chosen to shake the system, and shaking systems always stirs resistance. Like him, you were never meant to conform. You were meant to challenge, to call forth, to awaken. Chosen one, 1 Peter 2:9 says, "But you are a chosen race, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a people for his own possession, that you may proclaim the excellencies of him who called you out of darkness into his marvelous light." Your very being proclaims something, even when your lips are still. This is why some people can't look you in the eye. They're not seeing you, they're seeing what your soul reflects back to them. And yet, despite this sacred calling, many chosen ones, perhaps even you, have spent years trying to disappear. Have you ever caught yourself shrinking in rooms just to make others comfortable? Have you silenced your wisdom so others wouldn't feel exposed? But here's the truth. You were never meant to be small. You were never meant to be hidden. That discomfort you feel when others stare or react strongly to you, it's not your burden, it's your confirmation. Think of Bob Marley. His words weren't just musical, they were spiritual. He once said, "The people who are trying to make this world worse are not taking a day off. Why should I?" His light wasn't accepted by all, but it was noticed by everyone. Just like your light, it could not be ignored. Isaiah 61 urges, "Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord rises upon you." You are being noticed, not because of ego, but because of divine glory, the kind that makes people pause, the kind that draws truth out of silence. Let this truth sink in. Your presence is a mirror. The secure will reflect peace back to you. The insecure will reflect resistance, but neither defines you. You are simply revealing what was already there. Some people will tell you, you seem familiar, or you have an old soul, or there's something about you. That's because your soul has been here before. You carry spiritual memory. You were chosen long before this lifetime. Romans 8:19 affirms, "For the creation waits with eager longing for the revealing of the sons of God." That's what you are feeling, the world noticing your unveiling. Even creation is waiting for your full emergence. So, chosen one, no more hiding, no more shrinking, no more doubting whether the attention you draw is accidental. It's not. It's alignment. You are here to shift atmospheres, to speak truth without words, and to awaken what others have buried. The spotlight doesn't find you by chance. It finds you because you are walking in your divine assignment. Now that you understand the power of being noticed, not by accident, but by divine design, let's explore the 7 unmistakable signs that reveal how others are recognizing the mark of God on your life. Shall we begin? Sign number 1. People stare at you or feel uncomfortable. Chosen one, how many times have you walked into a room and felt eyes following you before you even said a word? Have you ever caught someone studying you quietly, as if they're searching for something they can't quite explain? And in those moments, did a part of you wonder if you were overthinking it? Or did you feel deep down that it was something more? What if the truth is, they are seeing something in you that transcends logic, something sacred, something set apart? You see, when you carry divine energy, an anointing from the Most High, your presence alone speaks volumes. You don't have to perform. You don't have to dress to impress. You don't have to shout to be heard. The spiritual realm recognizes you, and so does the physical world, even if people can't explain why. The Bible says in Ecclesiastes 8:1, "Wisdom lights up a person's face, softening its harshness. There is a glow about you, chosen one, and people see it, even if they don't understand it. Your energy can't be ignored." Some are drawn to it. Some feel convicted by it. Others are simply left in awe. Let's look at why this happens, why people stare, or even seem uncomfortable around you. It's not about your appearance. It's about your spiritual weight. There are 3 primary reasons. 1. People are drawn to your energy. Some individuals feel an irresistible pull toward you. Your presence gives off a quiet strength, a sense of peace, or a kind of ancient knowing that cannot be faked. These people may not be able to articulate it, but they know they're in the company of someone different, someone chosen. They might say, "You seem wise beyond your years," or "There's something about you that feels familiar." But what they're really sensing is the anointing that rests upon you. Actor Keanu Reeves is a powerful example of this. He rarely seeks the spotlight, yet he draws massive admiration from both peers and fans. Why? His quiet presence exudes depth, peace, and sincerity. He doesn't speak loudly, but people listen. That's what happens when your energy speaks for you, just like yours does, chosen one. Isaiah 60:3 reminds us, "Nations shall come to your light, and kings to the brightness of your rising." You don't need to chase attention. It finds you, because you carry light, and light cannot be hidden. 2. Some people feel uncomfortable in your presence. Not all attention is positive. Have you ever noticed people avoiding eye contact, shifting nervously, or even acting irritated around you, though you did nothing wrong? This is common for chosen ones. Your spirit reveals things in others that they've worked hard to bury. Insecurity, shame, deception, wounds that haven't healed. Your mere existence becomes a mirror, and not everyone likes what they see reflected. Consider the life of Harriet Tubman. Her courage and divine sense of mission made others uncomfortable, even fellow abolitionists who feared the magnitude of her vision. Her unwavering energy exposed the passivity in others. You too stir up hidden truths without trying. Some will reject you not because of your flaws, but because of your fire. 2 Corinthians 2:15-16 explains, "For we are to God the pleasing aroma of Christ. To the one we are an aroma that brings death, to the other an aroma that brings life." Your presence is spiritually charged. Some will be inspired, others will be triggered, but all will be impacted. 3. They recognize your spirit, even if they don't understand it. At times, someone may stare at you, not because they're admiring or judging you, but because something in their spirit knows yours. Have you ever locked eyes with a stranger and felt like they recognized you, even though you'd never met? On a soul level, people perceive your calling. They sense that you are protected, that you are purposeful, that you've been sent. Mother Teresa experienced this on a profound level. Her spirit was recognizable even to non-believers. In places of poverty and pain, her mere presence brought healing. Her soul spoke to souls, and so does yours, chosen one. Even in silence, you stir remembrance in others, the remembrance of the divine. Romans 8:16 says, "The Spirit himself testifies with our spirit that we are God's children." There are people whose spirits will testify when they encounter you. Even if their minds can't comprehend it, their souls will recognize the truth. So, why do some people avoid eye contact with you altogether? It's simple. Your spirit carries weight. You awaken something within them they weren't prepared to face. You trigger the truth they've denied. They may feel exposed, unworthy, or even jealous, not because of what you've said, but simply because of who you are. Take a look at Pharrell Williams. Behind the fame is a deeply spiritual soul. He once said, "I don't want to be cool, I want to be authentic." His authenticity, his gentleness, and his connection to something higher make people stop and take notice. Not everyone applauds it, but no one ignores it. That's the life of the chosen. Proverbs 28:1 declares, "The wicked flee when no one pursues, but the righteous are as bold as a lion." You are not doing anything to intimidate others, but righteousness has that effect. Your spirit carries a boldness, a royalty, a lion-like strength. Even your silence roars. Now, maybe you've tried to shrink. Maybe you've caught yourself slouching, dressing differently, or avoiding eye contact to escape the discomfort of attention. But let me tell you this, chosen one, you were never meant to dim your light for the comfort of others. People stare at you because you are a living testimony. Your very life is proof that God is real. And while some may not like it, they cannot unsee it. They cannot unknow what they feel when they are around you. Whether it's admiration, intimidation, or soul-level familiarity, one thing is certain. You are not invisible. You are unforgettable, and that is by design. Matthew 10:20 affirms this. For it is not you who speak, but the Spirit of your Father speaking through you. Even in silence, even in your posture, even in your gaze, He speaks through you. So the next time someone stares at you with confusion, curiosity, or awe, don't shrink. Don't question your worth. Don't doubt your place. Stand tall, look back, own your presence. You are chosen. You are seen. Now that you understand why people react this way, let's move on to the next undeniable sign that confirms what your soul has always known. You are marked by God Himself. Shall we continue? Sign number 2. You attract both lovers and haters instantly. Chosen one, have you noticed how people form strong opinions about you within moments, even when you've barely spoken? Why do some feel instantly connected to you while others grow cold the second you walk into the room? Why do strangers open up their hearts to you while others seem to resent you for simply existing? If you've ever asked yourself, what am I doing to cause this? Let me give you the answer. It's not about what you do, it's about who you are. You are marked by heaven. Your energy enters rooms before your body does. Your spirit speaks, even in silence. You don't have to prove anything. Your presence alone is a spiritual announcement. And when a person's soul encounters the frequency of the divine, there are only 2 responses: alignment or resistance. And both are proof that you're walking in your calling. The Bible tells us in Luke 6:22, "Blessed are you when people hate you, when they exclude you and insult you, and reject your name as evil, because of the Son of Man." Yes, chosen one, even rejection can be holy confirmation. Those who truly see you feel your peace and are drawn to your light. They seek you out for comfort, wisdom, or inspiration. They don't always know why, but something in you reminds them of who they were meant to be. You don't have to offer advice for them to feel guided. Your presence alone brings answers. Look at Fred Rogers, Mr. Rogers. He never needed theatrics to reach people. His softness, his patience, his spiritual gentleness reached across screens and into souls. Many admired him deeply, though his calm unsettled those who thrived on chaos. Like you, his purity provoked both love and discomfort. But on the other end of the spectrum, you also attract those who can't stand to be near you. They glare at you, they avoid you, they gossip about you without reason. Why does someone who barely knows you seem irritated by your existence? It's because your spirit shines light into places they've tried to keep hidden. The moment you arrive, their false masks begin to tremble. John 3:20 says, "Everyone who does evil hates the light and will not come into the light for fear that their deeds will be exposed." This is not about your personality. This is spiritual. Your presence convicts them, not with judgment, but with truth. And not everyone is ready to face truth. Take a look at Serena Williams. Her confidence, excellence, and strength are celebrated globally, but not without resistance. She's been unfairly criticized, targeted, and misjudged. But why? Because greatness unmasks mediocrity. Her presence demands excellence, and not all are ready for it. The same is true of you, chosen one. Your light calls others higher, but many will retreat into shadows instead. Your spiritual essence is like a beacon. Some will be guided by it. Others will want to snuff it out, but all will notice it. That's why you often attract both extremes, those who love you without reason, and those who dislike you without cause. Proverbs 29:10 confirms, "The bloodthirsty hate a person of integrity and seek to kill the upright." You are a spiritual mirror. Those walking in truth will rejoice when they see themselves in you. But those hiding in shadows will lash out, not at you, but at the reflection you offer them. Have you ever had someone act friendly for weeks only to turn cold overnight? Or someone who praises you in public but undermines you in private? That's not emotional confusion, it's spiritual dissonance. They are drawn to the peace you carry but are frustrated by the parts of themselves your peace reveals. It's a war within them, not a fault within you. Legendary actor and philanthropist Audrey Hepburn once said, "As you grow older, you will discover that you have two hands, one for helping yourself, the other for helping others." Her elegance and compassion drew many, but it also made her a target of envy in elite circles. Her light, like yours, made some uncomfortable because it couldn't be manipulated. So, what do you do with this reality, that you attract both lovers and haters instantly? You remain grounded. You stay humble when praised and unshaken when criticized. You don't let admiration inflate your ego, and you don't let hatred shrink your spirit. Galatians 1:10 reminds us, "Am I now trying to win the approval of human beings or of God? If I was still trying to please people, I would not be a servant of Christ." You weren't chosen to be liked. You were chosen to be true, and truth by nature divides. And here's something you must understand clearly. Chosen one, some people are drawn to your energy, not because they love you, but because they crave your light, and they'll try to take it without giving anything in return. Beware of emotional leeches. Watch for copycats who mimic your voice, but never honor your presence. Look out for those who only show up when they need healing, validation, or strength, but never ask how you're doing. Your energy is not free fuel for others' spiritual laziness. Your peace is sacred. You must be discerning. As Matthew 7:6 cautions, "Do not give dogs what is sacred. Do not throw your pearls to pigs." Protect your anointing. Not everyone deserves access to your heart. This is why chosen ones often walk alone, not because they're unloved, but because their path requires clarity. Some will walk with you for a season, only to reveal that they were never aligned with your spirit. Others will surprise you, appearing out of nowhere, carrying divine appointments and shared missions. And through it all, you must remain steady. Do not argue with those who misunderstand you. Do not explain yourself to those determined to misjudge you. And do not chase the validation of those whose spirits are not ready to receive you. Psalm 118:6 affirms, "The Lord is with me, I will not be afraid. What can mere mortals do to me? You are protected, you are guided, you are enough. Whether loved or hated, you are chosen. And no earthly opinion can rewrite what God has already written over your life." So the next time someone admires you deeply, smile, but stay grounded. And when someone resents you without reason, remember, they're not rejecting you. They're wrestling with your light. Either way, chosen one, you will be seen. And that is exactly how it's meant to be. Let's now move forward to the next sign, a truth even more powerful, a confirmation even more personal that will remind you just how evident your divine assignment has become. Are you ready to see what it is? Sign number 3. People tell you their deepest secrets. Chosen one, have you ever found yourself listening to someone share their deepest pain and wondering, why are they telling me this? Has a complete stranger ever poured out their story to you in the checkout line? Or has a co-worker suddenly confessed their childhood wounds as if they'd been waiting for years to speak? If so, you already know this truth in your soul. People don't come to you by accident. Their vulnerability in your presence is a spiritual reaction, not a social one. You carry a frequency that penetrates the walls people build around their hearts. Even when you say nothing, people feel a sacred permission to open up to you. Why? Because your presence feels like truth. And truth is rare in a world addicted to performance. You don't have to ask questions. Your silence invites honesty. That's not a coincidence. That's your calling. The Bible says in Proverbs 20 verse 5, "The purposes of a person's heart are deep waters, but one who has insight draws them out." That's who you are, the one who draws out what others have buried, not with force, but with compassion. Your spirit speaks louder than most people's words ever will. People come to you because they feel safe in your presence. But even more than that, they feel seen. And being truly seen in a world full of masks is deeply healing. Even if someone doesn't believe in God or spirituality, something about you unlocks a sacred trust within them. Why is that? Because you are not just a person, you are a mirror. Your spirit reflects people back to themselves. Not the version they pretend to be, but the soul underneath. You see past the surface, and without realizing it, people sense that. Think about the story of Robin Williams. He made the world laugh, yet behind the humor was a soul carrying profound depth and empathy. So many people around him opened up to him, not because he asked, but because he understood. His pain made space for other people's healing. Just like you, his spirit carried wisdom disguised as kindness, and people were magnetically drawn to that. 1 Corinthians 2:15 says, "The spiritual person judges all things, but is himself to be judged by no one." You carry spiritual understanding, even when you don't try to. And for many, that feels like home. You might have noticed that people say things to you like, "I don't know why I'm telling you this," or "I've never told anyone this before." That's because their spirit knows what their mind cannot explain. They recognize you. Even if they can't name it, they know your soul holds space for truth. You make them feel human again. And that's rare. But chosen one, with this gift comes a sacred burden. You are a healer, a guide, and a witness, but you are not a dumping ground. There's a difference between someone seeking light and someone draining your spirit. Author Brené Brown once said, "People will do almost anything to not feel pain, and when they can't avoid it, they'll hand it to someone else." Many people will try to hand it to you. They will come to you over and over with the same stories, not because they want to grow, but because they want to release pain without ever doing the healing. Galatians 6:2 reminds us, "Carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ." But notice, it says each other's, not everyone's. There must be mutuality, intention, and boundaries. Now ask yourself, how many times have you walked away from a conversation feeling heavy, drained, or emotionally exhausted? How many times have you absorbed someone's pain so deeply that it followed you home? That's not healthy empathy. That's spiritual overload. You must learn to discern. Are you being a guide or becoming their emotional sponge? Consider the journey of actor Jonathan Majors. Early in his life, he spent time listening to people's stories in shelters and community groups, not out of pity, but connection. He's known not just for his talent, but for his emotional availability. His openness invites honesty. But like you, he had to learn the difference between being available and being accessible to everyone. Not every story needs your spirit to hold it. Matthew 11:28 says, "Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." You are not the ultimate rest. That role belongs to God. And while you can point people toward light, you were never meant to become their light source. You must protect your energy. As someone who constantly receives people's pain, their grief, their trauma, you need regular spiritual cleansing. Whether through prayer, fasting, journaling, solitude in nature, or quiet moments of worship, you must return to God's presence to refill what others have emptied. Psalm 91:1 declares, "Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty." That's where you recharge. That's where you are restored. And without that rest, you will burn out trying to carry others. Oprah once shared that after interviewing thousands of people, from presidents to prisoners, they all asked her the same unspoken question: "Did you hear me? Did what I say matter?" You give people that answer, not through words, but through presence. But remember, just because someone feels safe with you doesn't mean they are safe for you. Spiritual discernment is key. The enemy sends counterfeits too. People who are attracted to your light but only want to take, never grow. People who lean on you but never learn from you. And if you're not careful, they will drain the very gift God gave you to serve those who are truly ready. Ephesians 6:10-11 tells us, "Be strong in the Lord and in his mighty power. Put on the full armor of God, so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes." Yes, even kindness needs armor. Even love requires discernment. So what do you do with this powerful gift? You honor it, but you also guard it. Learn to listen with compassion, but set spiritual boundaries. Know when to offer insight and when to direct someone to seek their own answers. You're not responsible for fixing everyone. You're responsible for stewarding your energy with wisdom. People confide in you because their soul knows what their lips cannot say. You are different. You are safe. You are chosen. Let them speak. Let them heal. But never let their pain drown your purpose. You were not put here to carry every wound. You were placed here to remind others that healing is possible, but they must choose it for themselves. So, chosen one, the next time someone says, "I don't know why I'm telling you this," smile softly. You know why. And now it's time to move forward to the next powerful sign, the next undeniable marker that confirms you were chosen by heaven for such a time as this. Are you ready to receive it? Sign number 4. People try to test or challenge you. Chosen one, have you ever asked yourself why people seem to pick fights with you, even when you've done nothing to provoke them? Why do certain individuals feel the need to challenge your words, compete with your presence, or undermine your wisdom without cause? Why do you seem to stir up resistance, even in rooms where you're silent? Could it be that there's more going on than meets the eye? The truth is, you're not imagining it. You're encountering a spiritual phenomenon. Your spirit speaks louder than your voice. Your authority is not man-made, it's God-given. And that divine authority unsettles those who are used to manipulating, performing, or dominating through ego. Some people feel the need to test you, not because of who you are, but because of what you represent. You are a threat to falsehood. You are a disruption to deception. You carry the frequency of truth, and truth always exposes. Luke 10:19 says, "I have given you authority to trample on snakes and scorpions and to overcome all the power of the enemy. Nothing will harm you." The power you carry can't be seen with natural eyes, but it is recognized spiritually. That's why you're tested. That's why you're challenged. Not because you're weak, but because your strength is undeniable. Think of Malcolm Gladwell, the best-selling author of David and Goliath. He's often spoken about how underdogs are challenged because they disrupt what people assume about power and presence. Chosen one, that's exactly what you do. Your quiet wisdom makes noise in the spirit realm. Your calm strength speaks louder than arrogance. And people don't know how to handle that. From family members trying to control you, to co-workers nitpicking every word you say, to strangers giving you condescending looks. These aren't just coincidences. They are responses to your spiritual positioning. Some will admire you, others will feel threatened, and those who feel threatened will try to challenge you to see if you're as real as your presence suggests. 2. Timothy 3:12 warns us, "Indeed, all who desire to live a godly life in Christ Jesus will be persecuted." Why? Because godliness confronts ungodliness, because light confronts darkness, because purpose confronts pretense. People will test you in several ways. Some will challenge your wisdom. Have you noticed how some people always try to one-up you in conversation? They feel the need to prove they know more, even when they clearly don't. Why is that? Because your words carry spiritual weight, and some egos cannot handle that. They interrupt you not to understand, but to assert dominance. They argue not to learn, but to compete. But their resistance only confirms your authority. Look at Greta Thunberg, a young girl standing before world leaders, calling out injustice with a trembling voice, but unwavering truth. She was mocked, challenged, and belittled, but her presence disrupted the room. Like you, she wasn't trying to dominate. She was living out her assignment, and that alone shook systems. Some will provoke you emotionally. They'll say things to get under your skin. Bring up your past, mock your beliefs, question your values. Why? Because if they can trigger your reaction, they feel they've regained control. This is spiritual warfare masked as personality conflict. Have you ever been in a conversation that felt more like a trap than a discussion? That's because it was. Proverbs 29:11 says, "Fools give full vent to their rage, but the wise bring calm in the end." Don't let others bait you into battles that God never assigned you to fight. Your peace is not passive, it's power under control. Some will try to intimidate you. These people use their position, volume, or presence to shrink you. They may try to question your credibility or silence your truth. But here's what they don't know. A chosen one can't be shaken by noise. Your strength comes not from your status, but from your alignment with God. Consider the example of Simone Biles. When she chose to step back from competition for her mental health, many criticized her. They tried to label her as weak, but her strength was spiritual, not performative. She taught the world that true power is found in inner clarity, not outer noise. You carry that same kind of strength, chosen one, and when people come at you from all angles, demanding you to explain yourself, to prove your worth, to lower your vibration just to fit in, do you ever wonder why it keeps happening? Why are you always the one being tested, questioned, or targeted? The answer is this: you are not being broken, you are being refined. Zechariah 13:9 says, "I will refine them like silver and test them like gold. They will call on my name, and I will answer them." Every trial is a fire meant to reveal your purity, not destroy your purpose. You are being tested, not to be torn down, but to be proven strong. Let's be clear, not every challenge is worth your energy. Some conflicts are meant to be ignored. Some conversations are meant to be walked away from. When your spirit tells you that something feels off, listen. You are not sent to debate everyone. You are sent to embody truth. Your greatest weapon in the face of opposition is not your words. It's your stillness, your refusal to be shaken, your ability to stand tall when others want you to crumble. Isaiah 30:15 tells us, "In quietness and trust is your strength." Imagine that. Your stillness terrifies those who seek to provoke you, because it reveals that you are rooted, that you are guided, that you are chosen. So how do you handle the constant tests? You stay aware. Recognize that not all attacks are personal, they are spiritual. You stay calm. Don't let your peace be disturbed by chaotic energy. You stay discerning. Ask yourself, is this worth my energy, or is this a trap? And most of all, you stay aligned with your assignment, because the moment you allow petty conflict to pull you off track, the enemy wins a small battle. But when you remain steady, you win the war. And if you're wondering why people try to rattle you so often, remember this: people don't throw stones at trees without fruit. They don't challenge voices without truth, and they don't provoke those who carry no power. Your presence alone reveals how elevated you are, even when others try to pretend it doesn't. The more light you carry, the more shadows you expose. But don't dim yourself to avoid the battle. You were built for this. You were chosen for this. Now that you understand why the world feels the need to test your spirit, your strength, and your soul, it's time to rise above it all. The next sign will reveal even deeper how God continues to confirm that you are not just another face in the crowd. You are marked, you are refined, you are chosen. Are you ready to discover it? Sign number 5. You see through people easily. Chosen one, have you ever looked someone in the eye and instantly felt that something wasn't right before they even said a word? Have you sensed dishonesty in their tone, even when their words sounded polite? Have you ever walked away from a conversation, not because of what was said, but because something deep in your spirit whispered, they're not showing their true face? What if I told you that what you're experiencing is not just insight, it's divine discernment? From the moment you were set apart, God equipped you with the ability to perceive beyond the surface. While others are caught up in appearances and rehearsed words, you see the energy beneath the mask. You feel intention, you read motive, you sense truth or the absence of it. And this gift, while powerful, often isolates you, because the truth is, not everyone is ready to be seen that clearly. The Bible speaks to this in 1 Corinthians 2:14-15. The person without the Spirit does not accept the things that come from the Spirit of God, but the person with the Spirit makes judgments about all things. That's you. Your spirit discerns what others cannot see. You've probably experienced this since childhood. Do you remember those moments when everyone seemed to trust someone, but you couldn't? When others laughed with a certain person, but you just felt uneasy, only to discover later that your instinct was right? This wasn't paranoia, it wasn't negativity, it was spiritual truth manifesting through intuition. Actress Viola Davis once shared in an interview that she has walked away from powerful industry figures, not because of what they said, but because of what she felt around them. Her choices to walk in alignment, even when others didn't understand, protected her path. Just like you, chosen one, she didn't need proof. Her spirit was her evidence. You may find it difficult to tolerate small talk, shallow friendships, or anything that feels fake, and because of that, you often stand alone. But this loneliness isn't punishment, it's protection. Your spiritual radar is so sharp that being around people who aren't genuine feels physically and emotionally exhausting. You simply can't pretend, and that's what makes you different. Matthew 10:16 reminds us, "I am sending you out like sheep among wolves. Therefore, be as shrewd as snakes and as innocent as doves." You were never meant to be naive. God gave you a sword of discernment for a reason. Have you ever noticed that some people avoid looking you in the eye? They become nervous, agitated, or overly defensive around you. Why? Because your presence unmasks them, not by accusation, but by essence. Your spirit doesn't entertain illusions. You don't have to say a word. The truth in you makes their falsehoods feel exposed. Consider spiritual teacher Iyanla Van Zandt. When people sit across from her, they weep, not because she scolds them, but because her presence demands honesty. She sees past the performance, and her discernment forces people to either rise or retreat. Like you, her very energy draws out the unspoken. Hebrews 4:13 says, "Nothing in all creation is hidden from God's sight. Everything is uncovered and laid bare before the eyes of Him." As a chosen one, you carry a portion of that divine clarity. You don't just see what's shown, you see what's hidden, and for some, that's terrifying. People may accuse you of being too intense or too suspicious, but what they're really saying is, "I don't want to be seen so clearly." Some will run from your presence, not because you've done anything wrong, but because you represent spiritual transparency in a world built on facades. But this gift also comes with deep responsibility. Just because you see the truth doesn't mean you must always speak it. Discernment without wisdom can become a weapon, and you were never meant to destroy, you were meant to protect. You must ask yourself, is this the time to speak, or is this the time to stay silent and observe? Ecclesiastes 3:7 teaches, "There is a time to be silent and a time to speak." Not every battle is yours to fight. Some truths are meant to be watched until they reveal themselves. You've likely encountered people who opened up to you, only to turn against you later. Why does that happen? Because your presence not only brings healing, it brings accountability. And many crave healing until they realize it requires change. You force people to confront what they'd rather avoid. Musician Lauryn Hill famously said, "You know you're dealing with spiritual people when your truth triggers them before your words do." Her career was marked by a refusal to conform. Her ability to see through the system and speak truth made her loved by many and feared by others. Your discernment does the same. There will be times when you sense danger, when everything in your spirit says, "This person is not who they claim to be." Don't second guess it. That's your spiritual compass alerting you. If you've ever regretted not listening to that inner warning, then you already know the cost of doubting your discernment. Isaiah 11:2 says, "The Spirit of the Lord will rest on him, the Spirit of wisdom and of understanding, the Spirit of counsel and of might, the Spirit of the knowledge and fear of the Lord." That same Spirit rests on you, chosen one. Trust what it shows you. But with that trust comes balance. Don't become cynical. Don't allow what you see in others to turn your heart bitter. Yes, you will see betrayal before it happens. You will spot manipulation from a mile away. You will sense dishonesty when others are still clapping. But don't let what you see make you cold. Let it make you wise, loving, and prepared. Your role is not to expose everyone. It is to protect your own spirit. Some people will come into your life with the right words, but the wrong motives. Your gift allows you to smile kindly while creating distance. To serve with grace without surrendering your peace. To love deeply but never blindly. And understand this. Those who are real will be drawn to you like a lighthouse in the fog. They will feel safe, understood, and deeply seen. And they will stay, not because you made them comfortable, but because you made them honest. Psalm 119:66 declares, "Teach me knowledge and good judgment, for I trust your commands." Your ability to see through people is not for judgment, it's for navigation. It helps you move through this world with clarity, not confusion. So, chosen one, keep listening to what's not being said. Keep trusting what you feel, even when it doesn't match what you hear. Your gift of discernment isn't a burden. It's your shield, your compass, your divine protection. Now, let's move forward to the next undeniable sign, a truth that will bring even deeper clarity about why your life has always felt so different, so intense, and so unmistakably marked. Are you ready? Sign number 6. You inspire others without trying. Chosen one, have you ever looked back at a conversation and realized how deeply someone was moved? Not by your words alone, but by your presence. Have people ever started shifting their behavior, opening their hearts, or rethinking their lives after spending time with you, even though you never once asked them to change? Do you wonder why people begin to elevate their mindset simply by being near you? If so, it's not an accident. This is the invisible influence of the chosen. You were sent here to awaken something in others. And the incredible part, you don't have to try. You don't need grand speeches or public platforms. Your walk, your peace, your quiet strength, it shifts the atmosphere. While others hustle for influence, your presence does the work without effort. Matthew 5:16 says, "Let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." Your light doesn't scream, it radiates. You aren't forcing people to grow. Your authenticity invites them into transformation. Even when you don't realize it, your life becomes a mirror. Your courage reflects to others what they've been too afraid to see in themselves. Your wisdom brings clarity to minds clouded by fear. Your peace disarms chaos. This is why people feel better after talking to you. Why someone who once doubted themselves starts to dream again. Why someone with no direction suddenly feels inspired to pursue purpose. Consider Ke Huy Quan, the actor who rose to fame in his youth and disappeared from Hollywood for decades, only to return years later and win an Oscar with Everything Everywhere All at Once. His resilience inspired millions, not through loud proclamations, but by simply continuing to believe in what was placed inside him. Chosen one, that's your story too. Your endurance becomes someone else's permission to hope again. But what's truly divine about your impact is that you don't seek recognition. You aren't trying to impress. You're simply living in truth. And that truth wakes people up. Most of the world is walking in numbness, distracted by status, appearance, and shallow validation. But when they enter your presence, something shifts. They feel depth. They feel spirit. They feel alignment. Isaiah 61:1 declares, "The Spirit of the Sovereign Lord is on me, to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim freedom for the captives." That same Spirit is upon you. Whether you're speaking or silent, you carry a healing frequency. You don't just inspire others to think differently, you inspire them to feel differently. You make them feel possible again. You may have noticed how people often say things like, "You made me see things in a new way," or "I don't know why, but after talking to you, I feel clearer." That's because your spirit carries revelation. And even if you're unaware of it, people leave changed. They walk away motivated, encouraged, and awakened, not because you preached, but because you embodied truth. Spiritual leaders like Eckhart Tolle are known for their calming presence. He doesn't raise his voice, yet his energy penetrates the soul. People around him often say, just being in his presence shifts something internal. Like you, he doesn't need to convince others of anything. He simply exists in alignment, and alignment is contagious. But here's the part you must understand. Not everyone will celebrate your influence. Some will resist your energy because it exposes their stagnation. While many are inspired by you, others feel challenged. You force people to confront their small thinking, their procrastination, and their fears, not through judgment, but through example. And that can feel threatening to those who've built comfort around dysfunction. Have you ever noticed someone suddenly growing distant after spending time with you? Someone who was enthusiastic, then cold. It's not because you did something wrong. It's because your presence challenged their excuses. And not everyone is ready to rise. Some prefer to stay asleep. John 3:21 says, "But whoever lives by the truth comes into the light. Your light reveals things, not to condemn, but to invite. Still, some will run, and you must let them." Think of Brandon Sanderson, the acclaimed fantasy author, known not just for his prolific work, but for his unwavering discipline. His consistency, humility, and creative authenticity have inspired countless writers. Even though he never tried to be a motivational figure, he simply walked in his calling, and by doing so, he unlocked others to do the same. That's your assignment too. You may not see yourself as a leader, but others look to you, quietly, consistently. They observe how you handle pressure, how you respond to adversity, how you stay grounded when others panic. They study how you choose integrity when shortcuts are easier, and in doing so, they begin to believe they can do the same. But chosen one, here's your sacred reminder. You are not here to inspire everyone. Some will misuse your energy. Others will copy your essence without honoring your source. Some will take what they can from your presence, but offer no gratitude in return. Do not chase their approval. Do not try to awaken those who refuse to see. Your job is not to save. Your job is to shine. Galatians 6:9 urges, "Let us not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." Your impact may be invisible at first, but seeds are being planted. And when those seeds bloom, people will remember who helped water them, even if they never said thank you. Your influence is divine because it doesn't demand attention. It invites transformation. And the world is shifting because of it. So protect your peace. Pour into those who are ready. Don't exhaust yourself trying to uplift people who only want to remain heavy. Focus on the fertile ground. When your spirit needs rest, take it. Because when you are aligned and recharged, your mere existence transforms lives. Philippians 2:15 says, "Then you will shine among them like stars in the sky." That's what you do, chosen one. You shine, you guide, and you don't even realize how many are following your light. Even those who walk away will never forget you. Because when they met you, they met a piece of their potential. They met someone walking in truth, someone walking with God. And one day, they'll return to that memory when their own awakening begins. Now, let's move forward to the seventh and final sign, perhaps the most profound confirmation of all. Are you ready to step deeper into the truth of who you've always been? Sign number 7. You experience spiritual attacks and tests. Chosen one, have you ever wondered why your life seems harder than most? Why it feels like every step forward is met with unseen resistance? Why betrayal cuts deeper, delays feel relentless, and the weight on your shoulders seems heavier than anyone else's? Have you ever cried out to God and asked, "Why does it feel like I'm being targeted?" Let me tell you plainly, because you are. This is not random. This is not bad luck. This is spiritual warfare. And more importantly, this is confirmation. You were chosen not for an ordinary existence, but for a destiny that demands extraordinary strength. The opposition you face is not a sign of weakness. It's evidence of how powerful your calling truly is. Ephesians 6:12 reveals this clearly. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the powers of this dark world and the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. The battles you're fighting didn't begin in the physical. They originated in the spiritual. And the enemy saw your potential long before you even understood who you were. From the beginning, your journey has been marked by resistance. Betrayals from those you trusted, friendships that crumbled without warning, plans that unraveled at the final hour, dreams that slipped through your fingers just as they were coming to life. And yet, you kept rising. That's what sets you apart. You were never meant to be broken. You were meant to be refined. Do you remember how gospel singer and civil rights activist Mahalia Jackson kept singing through the oppression and racism of her time? She faced rejection, hatred, and spiritual attack. But she never wavered. Why? Because she knew her voice was more than sound. It was spiritual fire. Just like you, her gift was her weapon, and the attacks she faced were simply proof of its power. Chosen one, what you've gone through was never designed to destroy you. It was designed to sharpen you. James 1:2-4 urges us, consider it pure joy whenever you face trials, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Your pain is not in vain. Your trials are preparation. Your setbacks are sacred training grounds. Have you ever felt exhausted for no reason? Heavy in your spirit, even when everything looks fine on the outside? That's not coincidence. That's a spiritual attack. The enemy uses weariness, confusion, and discouragement as tools, not to kill your body, but to cripple your purpose. And it often comes just before your greatest breakthrough. You've probably noticed people turning against you with no explanation, family members becoming distant, co-workers undermining you, friends suddenly cold. Why? Because when your light rises, it exposes hidden darkness in others. The enemy sometimes works through people close to you, not to destroy your relationships, but to distract you, delay you, and derail your assignment. Just ask NFL quarterback Kurt Warner. Before his Super Bowl victory and Hall of Fame career, he worked stocking shelves at a grocery store, barely surviving. His journey was filled with rejection and closed doors. But every no was a test of patience, faith, and spiritual resilience. And when God's timing came, no one could deny what had been prepared in the shadows. Chosen one, when everything around you begins to shake, that's not the time to give up. It's the time to dig deeper into your spiritual armor. 2 Corinthians 10:4 reminds us, the weapons we fight with are not the weapons of the world. They have divine power to demolish strongholds. Your protection isn't found in reacting louder. It's found in staying aligned. Prayer, fasting, solitude, scripture, these are your shields. These are the ways you silence the chaos and keep moving forward. And yes, sometimes the greatest weapon the enemy uses is isolation. You've likely walked through seasons where no one seemed to understand you, where you felt unseen, unheard, and utterly alone. You questioned your worth. You asked if you were being punished. But chosen one, this wasn't punishment, it was preparation. Isaiah 41:10 declares, so do not fear, for I am with you. I will strengthen you and help you. In your quietest moments, heaven was shaping you. In your solitude, God was speaking. He had to remove the noise so you could hear his voice clearly. You are like a soldier being trained in secret, like a weapon being forged in the fire. You couldn't afford to blend in with the crowd because you were meant to lead them. Have you heard the story of Sojourner Truth? She was born into slavery, beaten, silenced, and told she'd never be more than property. But she rose. She became a voice that carried through courtrooms, churches, and stages. Her journey was forged through pain, isolation, and spiritual fire. Yet she never gave up. Her power came from knowing who she was in God. Just like you, when betrayal strikes and attacks come from all sides, the temptation is to harden your heart, to become bitter, guarded, and cold. But chosen one, this is when your test becomes your testimony. This is where you decide, will I become like the world that wounded me, or will I remain aligned with the God who called me? The enemy's ultimate goal is to get you to forfeit your assignment, to convince you that you're unworthy, incapable, or too damaged to fulfill your purpose. But that's a lie. You were never chosen because you were perfect. You were chosen because you were willing, and that willingness terrifies the darkness. Romans 8:18 promises us, the sufferings of this present time are not worth comparing with the glory that will be revealed in us. Yes, chosen one, glory is coming, but first you must endure the fire. So when the attacks intensify, don't ask why me. Instead, declare, because I'm chosen, because I'm rising, because I'm being sharpened for something greater. You may be misunderstood, you may be rejected, you may walk through the valley alone, but you will emerge unshaken, unburned, and anointed. Because in every delay, God was preparing your platform. In every betrayal, he was removing those who couldn't go with you. In every obstacle, he was developing the strength you didn't know you had. Chosen one, have you ever asked yourself, if I'm truly chosen, then why is my life so difficult? Why does the weight feel so heavy? Why do setbacks seem relentless and betrayals hit so deeply? Why do people turn against you for no reason, and just when things seem to align, something knocks it all out of place? The truth is, these are not signs of failure. They are signs of your calling. The enemy does not target those who pose no threat. You have been attacked, tested, and pressed, not because you're weak, but because you are powerful. You were never meant to walk the ordinary road. You were designed for a higher path, and the more sacred your mission, the more aggressive the resistance becomes. Every heartbreak, delay, and disappointment you faced was preparation. You've cried silently and questioned your worth, but here's what you must understand. You were being refined. A weak spirit is not sent through the fire. You were, because you are the one. You are the warrior, not the victim. You are not being punished. You are being positioned. You are not being broken. You are being built. And while the journey has been heavy, you have not carried it alone. Heaven has walked beside you, even when you couldn't see it. Deuteronomy 31:6 declares, "Be strong and courageous. The Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you." That promise still holds true. Chosen one, this is your final confirmation. You've seen the signs. You've survived the battles. You've felt the separation from the world. And now it's time to embrace what you've always known deep down. You were never like them. You were never meant to fit in. You were meant to lead, to awaken, and to heal. You carry something divine, something undeniable, and the world senses it. Some are drawn to your light, others run from it, and a few will even try to dim it. But they cannot deny that it's real. Your presence has always been different because your purpose is extraordinary. You didn't choose this path. Your soul was chosen before you ever took your first breath. And now you must make a decision. Will you keep shrinking yourself to make others comfortable? Will you keep pretending to be average just to be accepted? Or will you finally rise into your calling and take your place as who you were born to be? Jeremiah 1:5 says, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart." You are not just a person. You are a vessel, a messenger, a mirror of divine truth walking in human form. Everything you've experienced, every moment of loneliness, every spiritual attack, every quiet breakthrough has led you to this moment. You now know why people stare at you, why they either cling to you or flee, why strangers tell you their secrets, why people try to test you, why you see through masks, why others grow just by being near you, and why the enemy has tried so hard to stop you. You now understand this wasn't just random. This was your refining. You were never being rejected. You were being reserved. Every battle confirmed what your soul already knew. You were chosen to carry something the world desperately needs. So stop doubting. Stop shrinking. Stop questioning. You were not sent here to conform. You were sent to disrupt, to elevate, to transform. Romans 8:30 says, "Those he predestined, he also called. Those he called, he also justified. Those he justified, he also glorified." Your time is now. No more hiding. No more apologizing for being different. No more dimming your light. The world doesn't need another imitation. It needs you in full truth. Chosen one, walk with power. Protect your energy. Speak only when led. Move only when guided. And rise not just for yourself, but for those silently waiting for your voice, your courage, your example. You are the answer to someone's prayer. You are the light someone has been searching for. You are proof that God still sends warriors in human skin. So, ask yourself, are you ready to become everything your pain was preparing you for? Because it's already yours. It always has been. Beloved chosen one, as you reach this point in the message, know this: you are not walking alone. Across the world, others like you are rising. Chosen souls who've been through the fire just like you. They've endured the isolation, the misunderstandings, the pain, and yet, like you, they're still standing. One day, you'll recognize them, not by their words, but by their energy. There will be no need to explain who you are. Your spirit will speak to theirs. As you continue on your path, seek out those who mirror your light. Surround yourself with those who sharpen you, not those who drain you. Let go of connections that no longer resonate. Your time is sacred. Your calling is holy. and your mission is far too important to be weighed down by people or situations that dim your fire. You are here to lead, not to linger. You are here to rise, not to remain. Everything you've experienced has been preparation. The tears, the trials, the turmoil, it was all shaping you into the divine force you are now becoming. Now that the truth has been revealed to you, the only question left is, what will you do with it? Will you stand tall or continue to shrink? Will you walk in truth or hide behind fear? You already know the answer. You wouldn't still be watching if you weren't ready to walk through the door that's now wide open before you. If this message spoke to your soul, if it echoed what you've always felt but never had the words to express, comment, "I am chosen," below. Declare it in faith. Let the heavens hear it. Let your soul affirm it. I want to take a moment to say thank you. Truly, whether this is your first time here or you've been walking alongside this channel for a while, your presence means more than you know. Every watch, every like, every share, every comment, it all creates a ripple in the spiritual realm, and I'm deeply honored to be walking this divine journey with you. If you'd like to go a step further and support this mission through the Super Thanks feature, your generosity is received with deep gratitude. It helps keep this sacred space alive and growing. But please know this, whether you choose to donate or not, you are deeply appreciated. Your energy, your engagement, your time, it all matters. Before we close, I speak this blessing over your life. May your path be protected. May your discernment grow sharper. May your gifts be honored, not just by others, but by you. May doors open before you that no man can shut. And may you never forget who you are and why you were chosen. This journey is just beginning. So if you haven't already, subscribe and tap the bell icon, because there's more truth coming, more wisdom to unlock, and more spiritual revelations waiting just for you. You are not behind. You are not late. You are right on time, exactly where God needs you to be. Step boldly, chosen one. Your destiny is waiting.